We should be back live here for another session. It's interesting to see how heavy and how great confirmation we keep getting. So I'm preparing myself for long. I already planned this out. If we break above 300, I'll go for a long. So for me personally, it's a long. It might only be a quick little scalp. Let's see here what we could take. It could also look like that we could go on a potential long if we hold above 550 for DAX. So DAX might even be more safer, more even cleaner for me trading the DAX, the index, the Germany index, right? And you could trade it if you type in, this is the micro future or XM. We need to subscribe if you're using whatever broker funder challenge, but you know that. Yeah, this is DAX. This is DAX, the 40 stocks in Germany. So let's see here if we can actually hold the support of 550. So you could see we went up, we got above, this one is taking out. We actually managed to close above, right? So we managed to close above. Let's see if Wall Street is selling off or what Wall Street is doing. So Wall Street is giving no confirmation. It went above, it didn't close above. This one, if this is going to close above the past highs, then it's a long. You can also look at S&P 500 here. S&P 500 is actually getting rejected and it's actually not closing above. So this is a weak sign. I'm not saying this could not turn around. I'm just saying we just have to be a little bit careful. And that's why I always went in a little bit later today. So 8 minutes after. To me, it looks like a quick short, a quick scalp could happen back to 250 or even back to 200 range. So I could consider doing a quick short here. Yeah, I'll do a quick short. It's going to be a quick scalp, guys. Just shorting the market here. It's currently trading at 300. Let's see here if there's going to come some selling pressure. It could also turn around, just so you know. So be careful. DAX looks okay as well. For S&P 500 is also holding quite strong. I'm thinking about moving my stop loss just to above 25. Yeah, let's see here if it's gonna sell off now. It's gonna be a quick scalp. I have my window open. It's a little bit annoying that I have so much noise coming in. It's not annoying. That should be that, right? Let's see here if we're gonna have a push. As I expected, the market to sell back to 250. Let's see if we're actually getting this selling pressure I expected. Right now, no confirmation. Selling pressure there. I will like to exit this one here. So I'll just exit at 92, maybe 95. If you didn't manage to exit this one, I'm just gonna close the window. You could still hold it. It's gonna sell off. So no worries, don't panic. Everything is great, guys. No panic. You're not gonna make money by panicking. So if you wanna hold your short, you could do that. So DAX is not really confirming. I think DAX could turn around 550, but it could also be a short setup. If we break above 69, probably have to break a little bit more above, but it'll still look like a short to me. Else we could short the DAX here below. It's gonna be a quick little scalp here maybe. Let's see if it's gonna break below 50. Then I'll short the market. So because Nasdaq is not really breaking below, if you're still short, great for you. Move your stop loss to break even and hold it back to 200. I was just a little annoyed with this window here, so I couldn't focus really. Looks like a short. This could be great, but it could turn around before 15 minutes. You know that always. after 15 minutes it could turn around. So there's no progress below, so it could turn around now, guys, just so you know. It could turn around at this level here, so this could be a good long signal potential for the DAX at around 50. But if we're selling off more, of course, could be a weak sign, but don't sell at lows. You know, you should buy lows and sell at highs. So I'm not saying we cannot short the market. I actually think it could be genius, but just be very careful. So market is turning here. This could be the turning point. Looks like it's gonna turn. I'm gonna go long on DAX here, buying DAX. I know it's a very risky play. Yeah, I'm not super sure about DAX. Let's just exit that for break even. The reason why I'm not super sure is because I just saw that on my screen that we did manage to close above 300. So I opened it and I closed it very quick because I saw we did manage to break on Nasdaq above 300. I actually thought it was 300, but that was M and Q. So no open trades. I just closed it immediately, and I don't have any open trades. I'm gonna wait for you so we can do it together. So no setup, yes, no setup yet for today. Morning, there is no really setup. This afternoon here, there is no really setup with the 20 points, 60 points, go after 2%, risking 0.5%. There's no setup really today. So big push. Again, you see I went long, it's not really risky. You see I went short, it's not really risky because there's no progress above, there's no progress below. This is like over trading. But it looks like we could potentially take a long on DAX. Staying by for a long position on the Nasdaq. I'm gonna go in for a quick long position here on the Nasdaq. I'm buying the Nasdaq here. It's currently trading at 77. It's a risky play. It could sell off now. Wow. Let's see here if it's gonna hold and stop here and turn around. That was a little bit bad timing here for that trade. So DAX is now also holding, could potentially sell off. Let's see if this is gonna bounce back and come back to highs. So on this one here, I'll target 40, so just below 50. But this could really sell off back to 200, so just be aware of the risk, okay? Massive selling pressure here. It might get all the way down to 225 or even lower. DAX is selling off. And as well here. Lots of selling pressure. Wow, gonna get stopped out on this one here. I got stopped out, lost a little bit here. Thinking about shorting DAX here, but again, the risk is that it's gonna retrace and come back. I'm gonna go long on Nasdaq here. It's currently trading at 246. It's a risky play. I could get stopped out on this one here. Let's see if it's gonna turn around or if it's gonna sell below. Looks very negative here. We could get down to potential 200. Let's see. Still target 350. Gonna target 120 points. So I lost on the first one, 60 points, with a little bit too much, but I wasn't in with full size. So I'm just going to target double up. Instead of 60 points, I'm targeting 120 points. Let's see. DAX is not really trying to recover from this one. It's just selling off. So that's a negative sign for the Nasdaq as well. Looks negative. So things is just really selling off here. Wow. Moving my stop loss to 22 or 21. Still target 350. I might get stopped out on this one here. Lots of selling pressure. I missed that one. Wow. Let's see if it's a fake out. If this is gonna turn around or if this is just gonna sell off. If you're going in with 10 contracts, MNQ or whatever contracts, caught losses, I would do that personally because my account is a little bit bigger. So I'm only in with 50%. Wow, lots of selling pressure. This is insane. This is not turning around. See if this is gonna stop here. Okay, got stopped out. Fuck. Okay. I think it's gonna turn around here on 200, but let's see. If not, I'm going along here again. This is my last long. I still think it's gonna turn around. Let's see here. So we have passed 15 minutes. Let's see here. I'm just gonna exit this one quick here. I'm just gonna see if this is actually gonna hold. So we could identify new support here at 200, but if it's gonna sell below 200, it's a weak sign, and I think it's even gonna sell lower. Wow. So will DAX come really down? So 2 trades and a loss, and that's fine. So it looks like it's actually holding here. I'm thinking about going along here. Once it's gonna come back again, I'm gonna go along, take it back to 350. This is a long setup for me. So it's a long setup, I knew that. Okay. So strong support. Let's see if it's getting rejected. If it's gonna sell below. Gonna go along here. It's currently trading at 215. So about to go along here. It's gonna be my last trade. Let's see here. Going along here, it's extremely risky. Let's see if it's gonna break below 200. Still waiting, haven't done anything yet. Remember, this is only 50% position, okay? So if you do 10, you're going after making, let's just say 60 points. Remember, when you do 10, it's 20 contracts. If it's MNQ and you're trying to pass a challenge, whatever you're doing. But if you want to do a 50% position, you do 5, okay, in contracts. This is a 50% position for me. I'm gonna go back long here. Let's see if it's gonna hold now, and if it's gonna come back to 350. That's what I'm thinking. Let's see. Have my stop loss in place. exit this one here at 240. Just want to see if it's a fake out. I'm gonna re-enter long here. Re-enter long here, currently trading at 244. Let's see if it's gonna push. Exit again, not super sure. Not super sure if this is gonna come back. So overall, I did 2 losses in the Nasdaq here. I said we should go long on DAX around 550 if it's gonna hold. It did not hold. It sold below, but it did not took the pre-market or the opening, not the pre-market, but this was the 4 US opening. It did not took this one out. It did not went below really 500 after 15 minutes, after 20 minutes. It sold below, but there's no really confirmation below. Nasdaq also stopped selling below. So overall, I did 250% positions. Fucking idiots. So I did 2 overall trades here. Let me just see here. So I did a Nasdaq, and I did Germany 40. So US Tech 100 and Germany 40. That was 2 okay trades, 2 quick scalps in the opening. For Germany, I first went long here. I thought it was too risky, and I closed it out after a couple of minutes. It went more up, and then it sold off. And I knew that, so there was no progress, and the other indexes didn't confirm. So I exit this one within a couple of seconds. So for a little profit of like $80. Over here, I actually managed to take a short at highs here of 300, because I say it's gonna come back, guys. It's gonna sell off. We saw that on the other indexes on Wall Street and S&P 500. We didn't got any confirmation above, so I was right about that one. And then I took 2 long position at 278 here, and I got stopped out at 240. So I lost on that one 30 points. I was in with 50%, so I lost 15 points, 100%. Then I did another long position where I got stopped out. That's a little revenge trading, but I got stopped out at 250. Then I did another long position, and I got stopped out at 207 for $1,000, and the first one was 700. So $1,700 in losses, and the first 2 ones was around 200 in total. So $1,500 in losses, and then I just did 3 trades with you here, where I made a total of 800. So I'm currently down like $700-800 this session here, because there's no progress. It's not that I don't want to do the 20 points, 60 points, 100% in, take it. It's just I don't get the confirmation, right? So I could consider taking a long here if we can hold. It looks like the market is pretty strong, but it could really also sell below 200. So if it's going to sell below 200, I'll take a short. And if it's going to break above the round number, the 250, break above that, so break above EMA, I'll go for long, and I'll just, very simple, just target 60 points. So above here, long, target 60 points, so make 2%, I'm risking 0.5% to 20 points to 100% position. And if we break below here, right, so if we really break below here, I'll take a short, stop loss 20 points. I want to see confirmation, and I'm talking 60 points, okay? So keeping things extremely serious, extremely simple, okay? So it might break below here, but that could be the biggest fake out in the history. So holding support, I'm about to take a long again, set a tight stop loss, but I think if we do not break above, so again, I'm just gonna stick to these rolls here so we don't lose more. I'm just gonna follow my system. It works, lower highs, lower lows. Very simple. Could also short the DAX. So if we break below here short, I can make 60 points in seconds, would you? If we break above, I can make 60 points also in a couple of seconds. So you know what? I'm just gonna wait for this to happen. There's no reason that I'm over trading and hoping for something that's maybe never gonna happen. So let's just wait, stay cash, and just give it some time, a minute or two, to see if we're gonna break below. It looks like it's gonna sell off back to 500 here. And this one also looks weak, but again, it could turn around, but don't take any long here. Don't take any short. Wait for it to break below or wait for it to come above, okay? I'm not saying it cannot sell below. I'm not saying it cannot come above. We don't want to predict. So we already did many trades this session here with really no progress, and it was just hope, right? Hope is not a strategy to go along around here, break below, and you're hoping it's going to come back. That's just waste of time. So wait for confirmation. If it could take this one out, it will also take this one out. I know that. Looks like DAX is coming back. Looks like Nasdaq is also trying to come back. But going along here, 20 point stop loss, you'll get stopped out easily. They will try to push it down, take you out, take many other people's out, and then retrace. So if they're going to push it above here, above DMA, take this one out here, they will also try to push it to new highs for the day, okay? Let's look at Apple. How's that doing? Things is actually start selling off a little bit here. Okay, so kind of like a progress. Again, it could be a fake out. I'm not saying it's not gonna push up, but it could correct itself a little bit. Still showing higher highs, and then you could enter here, stop loss there. If you enter long here, stop loss there, it's gonna be a negative R. You're gonna make the same as you're potentially gonna lose, and it's a 50-50, and if you only write 50% of the time, you're gonna lose your account and you're gonna lose money. So here, wait for it to go along, for it to come back, consolidate, and still hold above the round number, okay? So you can go long at 31 if you really want to take DAX long. Here I would wait a little bit. It's a little bit risky. So I'm gonna go in for a quick long here. If it comes above 60, I'll go for long. Here you can go for long on DAX. If we really have to do something, I think DAX could be a better option for me, to be honest. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do a quick long here in DAX. It's a little risky, but it could be a safer bet, and I could move stop loss a little bit up here to 15. Let's see if we hold at 25, and if we hold at 25, it's gonna push back to here. But if Nasdaq is gonna come and break below here, start selling off, DAX is gonna get so much fear. Yeah, let's just exit. You're right. Yeah, there's no really progress. We should be like, we should be very careful here. I mean, it's not really worth to take the risk. I'm not saying we cannot make a fortune and set a stop loss maybe at 22 and then target here. I think we should do that. Let's just see here. Yeah, I'm gonna go long here. It's a little risky here. I'm buying it here, DAX. Take a very tight stop loss, and I will target a pretty big R. Let's see here. Exit this one again, just quick scalping. It's because Nasdaq is not breaking above it. It's not confirming. It will do that now. I'm telling you, it's gonna work. It's just very risky today. That's why I'm so in such a. You see. Taking everyone out, coming back, but it's getting rejected, and then you can see Wall Street is now selling off, while Nasdaq is also selling off, and that's why it's just. So the reason why it's very tricky This is poor manipulation. This have nothing to do with really trading. They're gonna manipulate the market and move the market in that direction. So they can get a crazy fake out on Nasdaq, and then DAX could start selling off, take a lot of stop losses out. Then all the shorters will come in, and this is fake manipulation, and they're gonna dump the market. Even the market should have gone higher, but just because this is faking out, and it's maybe going to start with S&P 500 and Wall Street start selling off, and then Nasdaq is just coming down. Even it should not, and it's going to retrace and come back, and then you're going to see selling pressure on DAX. And because there's no news, and it's a low volume market, and it's like close today, I mean DAX, then they could really dump it hard. So going long on DAX at this time when there's no confirmation on the other major indexes, I would personally be a little bit careful. Okay, I'm just saying it. I'm not saying you cannot do it, but I will probably have to size a little bit down myself and not do 100% position when there's no confirmation. If this is going to sell back now, you're going to see DAX is going to sell off crazy, because DAX fear. I'm not saying it's not going to come back. I'm not saying this is not a good one. Stop loss there, target highs. I'm not saying it's not. If you predict that this is going to come back, then this is going to be very greedy, and they're just going to push it for no reason, and they will dump it again later. So this is a good long if this is holding, but you're betting basically on if this is going to work, then this is also going to work. That's not how it always is, okay? You could do the opposite. It's working here, okay, it might also work here, but that's again, that's gambling. That's not like calculated risk. So all my ideas have worked. If I hold my short, break below, but again, it would be a very quick scalp. It would have worked. It would be 60 points. It would have been amazing, 2%, and instead we are down today a very small percentage. I think I'm down 500 now. So selling pressure below 25, not 30, but 25. So around here, it will try to come below 200 to take liquidity. But then DAX knew that, and that's why DAX is going to rally now. I'm thinking about taking a long here on Nasdaq. But let's see. And have a very tight stop loss. Maybe 10 points. Gonna go long here on Nasdaq, risking 10 points. So I'll set my stop loss. Let's see here. I'm going in for a quick long here. But again, it could turn around. I'll do a quick long here at 50. It's very risky. I have currently a stop loss here. Okay, they just took my liquidity. That's very annoying. I'll do another long here. They just took my stop loss in front of my face. Yeah, that was a too tight stop loss. I think 20 points is better, but there is confirmation, and not really. It could really sell below 200. There's no progress, so why should they not just dump it when there's no progress above? Let's see. I might exit this one here. I will just exit this one because I'm not super sure. It's not really my day, to be honest. It's not really giving what I want. But I think about this one. This could still be a good long opportunity. Okay, I'm gonna re-enter long here. Re-enter long. Let's see here if it's gonna sell below. They're holding it quite strong, but now we're also getting rejected here. Yeah, I would be careful. Let's instead short the DAX if this is going to sell below now, but this could also be a fake out. They could try to push it back. DAX could work for a quick short. Fake out. I'm going to short the DAX here. It's currently trading at 55. Why? I think Nasdaq is going to come back to 200, but again, it's very, okay, I was wrong about that one. They're really pushing it now. Wow. Let's see if it's a fake out. Okay, so they just took out all the beginners. Now they pushing it. Will this really hold? Will they really push it up? They will. They will push it. Maybe it's a fake out. Let's see. Currently talking quite a lot here. Let's see. I'm just gonna exit this one here. Exit now at 50 for 5 points. Yeah, I will get back to it later. This is not my day. I don't think so. Showing higher lows, higher highs. This is gonna come back to 350. There was no confirmation in the first half an hour really above. We're first getting it now. DAX is tricky. I can always make more money later, so I'll call it here. This is too risky for me. This is too volatile, and it's too late for me to really predict and for hope for something to really happen. I don't think it's really gonna come back, and maybe it will, but it's just too risky. So, and overall, just got stopped out here in the second trade, but overall, small losses today. I think I'm down 600, 650. So it's a small loss. DAX, yeah, what can I say? It looks weak, but still strong. Big push on Nasdaq. DAX will also come, but that could be a fake out. Still look weak to me. Let's see. So pretty strong, pretty good confirmation. That's also why we see such a strong move. I'll go for a short here in DAX. I know it's very risky, but I'll take a last trade here. Let's see if this is gonna really sell below or if this is gonna bounce all the way back. It could do both thing here. Let's see. So short at 60. Yeah, no more trading. I'll see you tomorrow morning. It's not really giving me what I want. It's a buff, but it's too late. So if I say, guys, risk 20 points, I think you will get stopped out like this. And if I say you're gonna make 60 points, I think you will, but I think your stop loss have to be too wide, and these candles not really confirming. So that's it for me now. I'm sorry. We will do it tomorrow again. Okay.